Another Jamie Fraser, hurt and full of regret. In an exclusive interview with TV Line UK to mark the release of the final season of Outlander, Sam Heughan, who has played Jamie Fraser for more than a decade, opened up about what he calls one of the most heartbreaking and haunting scenes I've ever done. Jamie lost a part of himself in that scene. Not because of war, not because of death, but because of separation, something that has no visible wounds, but is heartbreaking, Sam said, looking into the distance as if remembering the character's every breath. He was referring to the scene in the 6th episode of the final season, when Jamie Fraser had to send Claire back to the future to protect her from an impending riot. Although the decision was made out of love, the moment Jamie closed the door, standing alone in the silent house, left a strong impression on viewers around the world. The silent, but breathtakingly painful scene. There is no long dialogue. There is no dramatic action. There is only Jamie's eyes following Claire, her trembling fingers gripping the book she left behind, and the sound of footsteps fading away in the hallway. Sam says, "We shot that scene on a cold, rainy day in Glasgow. The whole crew was dead silent. When the director shouted, 'Cut,' no one said a word. I looked around and saw tears in my co-stars' eyes, in the eyes of the crew." What made the scene so powerful was not only Sam Heughan's performance, but also the bond between him and Caitriona Balfe, who plays Claire. They have been together for more than 80 episodes, creating a timeless love that millions of people love. Jamie Fraser, When the Heart Chooses Sacrifice. As Jamie Fraser, Sam Heughan faces a major emotional dilemma: doing the right thing but paying the price for the most precious thing, love. I've always seen Jamie as someone who lives by honor. But in that episode, I felt him as a father, a husband and a man who was caught between two cruel choices: leave Claire behind and face danger, or push her away to be safe, but lose himself. Sam shared. He admitted that he brought his own personal emotions into the scene, especially when he saw Caitriona walking away without being able to call her back. I imagined what if that was the last time I saw her, and my heart ached the way Jamie ached. It wasn't acting, it was real. Fans couldn't hold back their tears. As soon as the episode aired, social media was flooded with emotional shares. I've never seen Jamie Fraser's eyes look so sad. Number goodbyes. Just heart-wrenching silence. Outlander has made me believe that there are separations that are worse than death. One fan wrote, "Sam Heughan doesn't just act, he lives every moment. The moment Jamie lost Claire was like we lost a part of the story we've lived with for years." Sam Heughan and the silence behind the camera. After filming the scene, Sam said he sat alone in the dressing room for nearly an hour. "I needed time to separate myself from Jamie. I was choking up, not because of the dialogue, but because of what I couldn't say. That was the real loss." Caitriona Balfe, in a separate interview, revealed that she herself cried after the scene. "I know we're actors, but that day, when Sam looked at me that way, I felt like I was saying goodbye to something very real." Outlander, a journey of sacrifice and love across time. Outlander is not just a historical or fantasy drama, but a love song spanning decades, where time is the enemy and love is the guiding light. And Jamie Fraser, played by Sam Heughan, has become a symbol of those who love with all their heart, even if it means sacrificing everything. The moment of farewell, when the actor broke too. When asked if the scene where Jamie leaves Claire reflects anything from Sam Heughan himself, as an actor approaching the end of a decade-long career, he smiles quietly. "Actually, I think it's the perfect way to say goodbye. Not with dramatic words, but with deep, quiet sadness. Like Jamie, I'm also losing something very precious, which is the role that changed my life." Over the years, Sam has become an inseparable symbol of Jamie Fraser. But for him, what makes this character special is not just his strength, but his heartbreaks, his hurt, his loneliness, like that scene of separation. It was the first time Jamie couldn't protect what he loved. And for me, it was the first time I had to face the fact that I was about to step away from a role, something I was never prepared for. Sam confessed that during the filming of the final season, he couldn't sleep many nights, not because of the schedule, but because each scene felt like a part of his life was coming to an end. The end or the beginning of a new legacy. When talking about the future, Sam Heughan couldn't hide his emotions. It would be strange if one day I woke up and I was no longer Jamie Fraser. But I believe that Jamie will always live in my heart, and in the hearts of millions of viewers who have accompanied us. He paused, his eyes shining with both sadness and hope, and who knows? Maybe one day, Jamie will come back. Maybe in another form, or simply in my mind, in an untold story. Sam also shared that he still kept many props from the set, including Jamie's wedding ring, and an old piece of tartan. These are mementos that he calls living memories. A final message to fans. At the end of the interview, Sam Heughan took the time to talk about the people who have always supported him in the cast. I'm just the storyteller, but you, the audience, are the reason this story has lived on for so long. He paused, his voice becoming deep and sincere. If there's anything Jamie Fraser has taught me over the past 10 years, it's that loving someone truly is never a weakness. Even if it's lost, even if it's separated, it will live on. And if you've ever had that kind of love in your life, even just once, you're a lucky person. A chapter closes, but the heart remains. When the lights go out, when the final words roll across the screen, Outlander may be over. But Jamie Fraser, along with Sam Heughan's profound performance, will live on in the minds of audiences. It's not just a character, it's a symbol of eternal love, of silent sacrifice, and of human beauty that transcends all time. And the sad moment when Jamie loses Claire, the most precious thing in his life, not only brings tears to the eyes of viewers, but is also the most beautiful farewell that Sam Heughan can give to the hero he has lived with for a decade.